Hello dear aspirants and welcome to EduTap. So guys, your phase 1 results were announced yesterday and I hope and I wish that you made it to the second phase of the exam. So guys, if you have made it to the second phase, this video is for you. In this video, I'll decode to you how to approach and how to score 70 plus marks in descriptive English paper. Now guys, descriptive English paper plays a crucial role in your selection and I'll explain to you why English will become a game changer in this exam. So don't forget to like the session. And before we start guys, let me tell you about a special announcement as well. Guys, we have launched a descriptive English batch, which is a live evaluation batch for you. Now, what is special about this batch? Now, usually we run batches in our combo courses or gold courses, but this is a separate batch. This is a unique batch. See, every year we felt that in between phase 1 and phase 2, when the result is announced, that is the point where you actually you are sure that if you want to prepare for the next phase of the exam or not. So building upon that, we this year assumed and we expected that we will have enough time to prepare and in a detailed manner for descriptive English part. So what are we offering in this batch guys? First of all, there will be 13 live lectures. So if you can calculate, basically 2 weeks. So 2 hours, 2.5 hours every day in the evening. Even if you are a working aspirant, you can still attend the lectures. So 13 live lectures from 6 to 8 p.m. every day. And these lectures will also be available in recorded form later on. So if you're for some reason if you're not able to watch it live, you can watch it later in a recorded form as well. Now 4 lectures on every topic, 4 lectures on essay writing, 4 lectures on Precis writing, and 4 lectures on reading comprehension are included in this course. Plus there will be a one full length practice test on the last day of the of the course. Now the best part about this is we provide live evaluation of your answers during the lectures. So what's going to happen? Now usually what happens is you write your full length mock test and then we get it evaluated for you. But this time in these lectures, I will be reading up your answers right in the lectures itself. And I will be giving you my evaluation and my inputs to your answers. So why is live evaluation better guys? Now for example, we are in the class and I'm providing you a topic and you are writing your answers on this. Now what would happen? Now you probably would need someone to evaluate or assess that for you. And second, you also need to understand how others are writing, how your peers are writing on the same topic, so that you also get different perspectives on the answer. So that is the best part about this course. You get peer to peer discussion and live evaluation. So I'll be evaluating your answers live during the lectures and I'll be giving you live inputs on what you are doing right and what you should improve upon. That is the best, or you can say the USP of this batch. Then there will be practice exercises during the lectures for every topic every day. One-on-one doubt and query resolution is provided in these live evaluation batches. You can ask me doubts and queries that you have. And then we also provide you pre-recorded lectures on every topic, which are already there in recorded form. You can watch them as per your need. Beyond that, you get 5 full-length mock tests for descriptive English plus finance and management and economic and social issues. So you get 5 full-length mock tests exactly like your exam, and we will provide evaluation for these 5 tests for you as well. So we will provide you live evaluation during the lectures and we will also provide you evaluation for these 5 full-length mock tests. Now, along with that, you also get updated fodder material for your descriptive English part, which is basically encompasses all the recently updated data points, statistics, reports, schemes, all the relevant measures that you need to remember for your essay drafting. Beyond that, you get 40 tentative topics in your fodder material along with their detailed content so that you can study. See guys, the biggest challenge at this stage is you must be running from pillar to post thinking about what could be tentative topics for this year. What should I prepare for? What are the verticals that I need to look into? So all that has been curated by us for you and we have provided you those tentative topics with their detailed insightful information on them. So basically you can read up and you can prepare for those topics. Along with that, we also provide you 5 sample mock tests for this. So how can you enroll in this course, guys? I'll take just 30 more seconds, although the link is given in the description of the video. But let me show you a very simple way of going about it, guys. What you have to do is you just need to go to your browser and type edutap.in. So I think you already know the address, right? So edutap.in. So as you press edutap.in, you will land on our home page and you will see all the courses available to you. The first tab is RBI Grade B. Click on this and you will be redirected to our RBI page. Now you will find your courses available. Now this is the course that I am referring to. Descriptive English course with evaluation. Just give me a second. Yeah. So this is the course, RBI Grade B 2026 Phase 2, live classes with evaluation, descriptive English. Now, what do you get in this course? As I told you, concept classes are given to you. Live classes with evaluation will be conducted every day, evening 6 to 8 p.m. Solved previous year questions are given. Full-length mock tests are given. You will have your discussion forum, support ticket, query forum, email and phone support, support ticket, strategy calls, and guys, we are offering flat 75% discount on this course. The coupon code is capital RBI 75. So at this stage of or at this juncture of your exam, I feel that this could be a game changer for you. Now, why am I saying this? This could be a game changer for you. Let me come to that. See, guys, what usually happens is, and you ask yourself this, if I'm wrong, every aspirant focuses more on finance management and economic and social issues, but they usually neglect descriptive English. There could be two reasons. One could be inertia or other could be overconfidence. I mean, you probably might feel that English, I'm good at English, I'll be able to do it in any case, so let's keep it on the back burner and let's focus more on FM and ESI. Or you could be you could have that inertia that, okay, I'll probably do it, start tomorrow or maybe next Monday or Sunday or something like that. So what I'm trying to say is you don't pay enough importance to descriptive English. But please understand this, guys, it has been generally observed that descriptive English is the most neglected paper while preparing for phase 2 exam in RBI. Now, why? English only holds only 3 questions: essay, Precis, and reading comprehension, but it has equal weightage as that of the other 2 sections in your phase 2 exam. So what you need to understand is, the better you perform in this section, the better your overall written score will be for phase 2 exam, which in turn will increase your overall score when your interview score will be added for your final selection. So why was I saying that descriptive English is a game changer in this stage? Let me explain it to you in detail, guys. So in your phase 2 exam, there will be 3 exams conducted on different subjects. First exam would be your economic and social issues, second exam would be descriptive English, and third exam would be finance and management. So this is a snippet from your original handout from RBI. Now guys, let me tell you why descriptive English becomes the game changer. Now guys, in your FM and ESI, 50 marks are allocated to your objective type questions, multiple choice questions, and 50 marks are allocated to descriptive questions. Now, how much are you writing for your descriptive answer in ESI? Let's understand that you are given 4 questions, wherein 2 questions are 600 marker and 2 questions are 2 questions are 600 words and 2 questions are 450 words. But let's assume that we don't write that much. Let's say we write only 450 words or 475 words for a 600 mark answer, and let's say we write 350 words for a 450 mark, for 10 mark answer. So 2 marks, 2 questions for 450 is 900. So you are writing 900 words for your 15 markers, right? And let's say 350 plus 350, 700 words for your 10 markers, right? So how much are you writing basically, guys, for your 10 markers? So 900 plus 700 is 1600 words. So you are basically writing 1600 words for 50 marks. Got it, guys? So you are supposedly writing 1600 words for 50 marks for your ESI. Similarly, for your finance and management, again, for descriptive part, you have 4 questions where you will be writing 900 words for your 15 marker answer, and again similarly 700 words for your 10 marker answer, right? So I'm just putting it this way: 15 marker and 10 markers. So you're writing This much for your these 4 questions. So again, you are writing what? 1600 words, 1600 words for 50 marks again. Am I right, guys? So I think you've done this calculation, but what you have not yet understood is what do you do in descriptive English? Now in descriptive English, you are writing for 100 marks, first of all. So in FMN ESI, you are writing 1600 words for how many marks? 50 marks. But in English, you are writing for 100 marks. And how much are you supposed to write in English? Your essay is for 600 words. Your Precis is for 180 to 200 words. Let's make it 200. 200 words for your Precis, and let's assume you also have to write 5 reading comprehension answers. 80 words for every answer. That means 400 words, give or take, for your RC. So the total becomes 1200 words, right? So please understand this, guys. You are writing 1200 words for 100 marks. So you are targeting 100 marks with 1200 words. Whereas in FMN ESI, you are writing 1600 words, right? Which is almost, 1/3 more than your original, your descriptive English part. So you are writing 1600 words for 50 marks. And in English, you are writing 1200 words for 100 marks. Now do you understand why descriptive English is a game changer in this exam? And let me give you one more, very peculiar point, guys. See, guys, every student at this stage is preparing for FMN ESI because you have already prepared for FMN ESI in your phase 1 exam. So you feel already connected with that, with the subject. But that is the one underlying reason that students don't pay attention to descriptive English. But please understand this. See, guys, if everyone is focusing on FMN ESI, can you create a 10-mark lead in those exams, in those sections? Can you take a 10-mark lead in FM or a 10-mark lead in ESI? Probably not, because if all those who have cleared phase 1, I mean, you are intelligent, no doubt about that. You are the cream of the crop. But you now, if you are strategically, mentally prepared to find the opportunity to take the lead, now you will understand why descriptive English is crucial for your selection. Now, can you take a 10-mark lead in descriptive English? Absolutely yes. Now, if others are scoring 65, 67, and if you are scoring 75, 76 marks, now that 10 marks lead will finalize your final selection after your interview score. So please understand, that is why every time I tell my students that please do not avoid descriptive English, because first, it's very easy. You don't really need to go out of the way. See, guys, what do you have to do for a Precis? Precis writing is you are given a passage in the exam and you just have to read it and reframe it in your own words in a structure. Similarly, what do you have to do in your RC, reading comprehension? A passage is given to you, you just have to locate the answers in the passage and reframe the answers in your own words. And then 40 marks is for essay writing. Now, if you prepare well, guys, I can vouch for it that you can take a 10-mark lead, very easy, very comfortable 10-mark lead in descriptive English. And if you do that, you finalize your place in the final slot. So that is why today I waited for the result to come out, and this is the the actual time which I want you to highlight and focus on your descriptive English part. So now understand what are the sections that you need to focus upon. Now, guys, these were the essay topics that were given in the year 2025. Now, India is committed to reducing the emissions intensity of its GDP by 45% by 2030 from as compared to 2005 levels as part of its updated nationally determined contributions, NDCs. If you've not read about it, what is the way forward? What should be done in this regard? So this was a clear topic based on current affairs and your understanding of what is happening around you. So current affairs plus climate change and global warming, right? Second is shift in advertisement strategies from paper billboards to digital billboards. Role of technological change in media. How media has been overhauled with the help of technology. Now we don't read magazines, newspaper. Magazines or articles on a printed media. We read it online. We read it on our devices. So what role has media technology played in this revolution of media? So this can be said again a static topic. There's no statistics needed for this, so it's a static topic. Third, how can youngsters help older people in keeping up with times in education sector? So that basically meant, again, how can youngsters help older people to to adopt technology in education sector, and how can it benefit them? So this was again a static topic which you probably would think about and write on. And then last was, we are copying startups of Western countries. Are such startups relevant for developing countries like India? So this topic can be put under, again, maybe current affairs and management, or current affairs and economic topics. So guys, please understand, RBI does not provide you topics based on economics or finance or accountancy. They give you topics which are generic and which are common for all the streams. Students from accounts, commerce, non-medical, or other streams, humanities, right? They also apply for these exams, and they also sit for these tests, phase 2 exam. So to create a level playing field, they don't actually give you any economic topics or any financial topic in this exam. So what do you understand from this? What can we analyze from this? The key patterns observed are categories split. So first, ESI, economic, social and international topics dominate 40% of the topics that we have seen, followed by sometimes based on finance, mostly current affairs and tech related, management based topics, and one static or core topic is given to you. What are the recurring themes? Climate change, digital transformation, employee management in organizations, and India specific economic topics sometimes are given. So usually out of the four topics, one topic is based on ESI, one topic is based on finance and economy, inclined towards, not exactly finance, but inclined towards. One topic is based on your social effort or your management, and one topic is current affairs in every exam. So if you understand the division, now we will be able to predict the topics for this year. So what are the emerging trends for this year? AI, definitely. What role can AI play in different fields? Individually, it has to be studied. Fintech companies, um, non-banking financial corporations, NBFCs, geopolitics featuring more prominently in recent years. So these are the emerging trends for this year. So what do we predict for this year? What can be there in the exam? Could be healthcare, could be education, could be self-reliance. So there are so many tentative topics that you can think of that you should prepare for, and that is the challenging part. So this is where we come in. See, what we teach our students, the topics asked generally range from finance, rural section, socio-economic to current affairs, etc. So it requires one to have some idea on the topics, as well as a few writing tricks up your sleeves to write a good essay. So unless you know something about the topic, and unless you are ready with your with your articulation, you won't be able to complete the answer in time. So you need to do both in in the stipulated time. So what is the strategy? Know something about everything. Everything. See guys, they don't ask you regional topics, they don't ask you any foreign topics, they don't ask you rocket science. What do they basically ask you upon? Your general awareness and what is happening around you, right? What is of importance, or what is of relevance that has happened in the real past, or is happening right now, which is of importance to the country in any sense, in economic sense, in indigenization sense, or self-reliance, or healthcare, education, climate, technology. So know something about everything. So how do you do that? Do you run from pillar to post for every topic, or do you rely on a particular source where you find all these topics put together? That is where our fodder material comes into play. Okay, so the topics that are usually asked require some thinking on your part, but it also requires you to know something, at least good knowledge base about the topics asked. For only if you have a base, only then you can construct an apartment. That's the truth of it. So what do? Whatever you are reading in your management, economic, social issues, finance, current affairs, start collecting facts, data, statistics, reports, schemes pertaining to topics related to ESI and FM and current affairs, right? Not Jandan Yojana. Jandan Yojana is old now, but Sagarmala, Bharatmala, the infrastructural push India is laying out. So where do you get all that recently updated data points? DPI, digital public infrastructure, DIE, diversity and integration. So how do you read on these topics? We provide you these topics in these live classes. So what are the focus areas that you need to understand, guys? The key focus area for your answers are clarity and consciousness. Ensure your answers are clear and concise. Avoid unnecessary jargon or overly complex language that might obscure your meaning. Aim for straightforward explanations that are easy to understand. Then your answers need to have detail and depth. Provide sufficient detail and depth in your descriptions to fully answer the questions. Use specific examples, evidence, or illustrations to support your points and enhance your understanding. Structure and organization of your answers, guys. Organize your answers in a logical and coherent manner. Use headings, subheadings, paragraphs to structure your response effectively, making it easier for the reader to follow your train of thought. Then accuracy and precision. Guys, ensure that your descriptions are accurate and precise. Double check any information or data that you include to avoid errors. And precision in language helps you convey your ideas more effectively. Guys, many students believe that grammar does not play any role in this. Guys, every grammatical mistake will cost you marks. Every punctuation error will cost you marks. Every typo will cost you marks. So in descriptive English, 70-80% weightage is given to your language, and the rest importance or emphasis is given on the content, the depth of the content, and how you have presented your answer. So what do? So make sure that you get used to the exam interface first of all. Guys, exam interface is very tricky if you are appearing for the first time. And when you're practicing, while you're practicing, use a similar interface. Now we have that interface on our platform, and you can find that interface on a few more applications. So familiarity becomes very important. Becoming accustomed to interface helps reduce stress and anxiety on the exam day. When you are already comfortable with navigating the interface, you can focus on your energy and attention on answering questions rather than figuring out how to use the platform. Efficiency. Knowing how to efficiently navigate the interface can save your valuable time during the exam. You won't waste precious minutes trying to locate tools or features. Simulation of conditions. Guys, practicing on exam interface in a time-bound manner simulates the actual testing conditions, providing you a more accurate representation of what to expect on the test day. So this helps you in adjusting your strategy. So another suggestion, guys, please buy an old rusty wired keyboard if you use laptops, guys, because on the exam day you will have to use a keyboard there, and the keyboards are very old used ones. So make sure that you practice the actual simulation. You can find it very cheap anywhere. And to minimize errors, familiarity with the interface, it reduces likelihood of making mistakes due to misunderstanding or misusing the tools. So this can improve the accuracy of your responses. So what does the interface look like? This is what your exam interface looks like. So you will be given a question on top, and below that there will be a dialog box, and you are supposed to write your answers in a dialog box, guys. Now if you understand this, now you understand that you will not be writing on a Word document. You have to write your answers in a dialog box. And the most painstaking part are the scrollers from top to bottom and from left to right. See, what happens is you will not be able to see your complete answer at one instance. So you will be writing a lot, and as you write along, your paragraphs will start moving up from the screen. So they will move up, and also they will start moving left to the screen. So you won't be able to see everything at one instance. So what you would need to do is, if you want to read what you have written in the previous line, you need to scroll left to right. And if you want to edit something, for example, let's say you made a mistake in this spelling, and if you want to edit this word, you bring your mouse to this word, but your cursor will not appear here. Your cursor will appear to the extreme right of this line, and then you would need to press the arrow key to move the cursor to the word that you want to edit. So that is also very time consuming. So that's why you need to be aware of the interface of the exam. There will be a timer on the top which will tell you how much time has is left, and there will be a word counter on the bottom right corner which will keep on telling you how many words have elapsed, how many words are left. Then you submit your first answer, go to second answer, do the same for your Precis. You will be writing your Precis in a dialog box just like your essay, and similarly for reading comprehension you will be writing your answers in a dialog box. So that is why getting used to the interface is crucial at this juncture. Now, how do you stand out in your answers? First of all, you understand your evaluation criteria. If you can reduce mistakes, you are basically improving your score. So you will be evaluated on the basis of the following: content knowledge, how deep you know the topic, how relevant your answer is, how clear and coherent your presentation is, how deep you go in the analysis of your answers, how multifold answers are provided by you, how smartly do you use evidence? What is evidence? Data points, statistics. What language and what style do you use to present your answer? How original and how creative you are with your responses, and how do you organize and how do you structure your answers? So these are the core points that your answers will be evaluated on, which includes vocabulary, grammar, and your articulation as well. And last point, guys, what not to do in the exam: copying text from the passage. If you copy answers from the passage in Precis and RC, marks will be deducted for it. And using or adding information or personal opinions or assumptions or criticism that is not given in the passages in your Precis and RC, and if you add anything on your own or something beyond the premises of the passage, it would lead to deduction of marks. So no copying and pasting and no adding information on your own. So it has to be strictly based on the information that is given in the passage only. So that is what you need to remember. Right, so these are some core points to remember when you are preparing for your descriptive English part. Now, what are the key target areas, guys? First of all, focus on your grammatical accuracy. You need to understand. Now, phase 1 might not have focused so much on grammar, but in phase 2, your answers are evaluated through softwares. So every grammatical mistake will be caught and your marks will be deducted for them. Error-free articulation without any typos or punctuation error, or if missing any word. So your articulation should be error-free. Usage of good vocabulary and backup thesis. Strong vocabulary, not, see guys, they're not looking to hire Shakespeare's out there, but what they are looking for are efficient people and people who can control then command their language, and they can back up their their thesis with supporting details like factual information, data, statistics, reports, schemes, pertinent examples, and logical drafting skills. How do you structure your answers? How do you what is the flow of your answers? So all that needs to be taken care of in your answers when you start writing your descriptive English paper. So guys, that was it. Now, what I will also like to show you what sources you can use for your preparation beyond EduTap. Now, we have provided you fodder material for all your tentative topics and all the content that you need for your for those topics. Now, beyond that, now, if you're preparing on your own for your economic and social issues, you can use either the Hindu or the Economic Times for your editorials and articles. For online articles, you can use a PIB, this is Public Information Broadcasting, and LiveMint for online articles. And if you want to look into financial topics, crucial financial topics, then the Economic Times and Business Standard. For example, they ask you about the free trade agreements India is pushing with numerous countries like New Zealand, European Union, and there are other countries who are in queue. I mean, which are in queue. So what would be the long-term impacts of those free trade agreements? So these such topics can be pursued now. They seem important for this year. Use Wikipedia and Google for your research. And guys, last but not the least, AI is your next best friend as of now. Use AI to assess your answers and improve them in every way possible, in structure, in presentation, in grammar, vocabulary, everything. So use AI. AI is very useful, is a very useful tool for students who are preparing for phase 2 of the exam, because you need descriptive answers and evaluation and assessment. So you can use AI for your assessment. But if you enroll with us, now guys, how EduTap helps you in this? We have launched, as I told you earlier, a special course where you are provided live evaluation in your batches. You will be given concept classes, practice questions during those concept classes, sample tests with solutions, fodder material for descriptive English, solved previous year questions, quizzes, and then descriptive model question and answers. So as I was as I was telling you earlier, what are the deliverables of this batch? Number one, 13 live lectures every day 6 to 8 p.m. which are also available in recorded form. 4 lectures on every topic and one full length practice test on the last day with evaluation of your answers live during the lecture. So I'll not be sending your copies to someone else to evaluate. I will be evaluating your answers myself, and I will be providing you my insights into those lectures. Practice exercises will be provided to you during the lectures for every topic. One-on-one doubt and query resolution is given to you during the live lectures. Pre-recorded lectures are also there if you want to watch it in at your own convenience. Then along with all that, 5 full-length tests for descriptive English plus FM and ESI are provided. Updated fodder material for descriptive English where we provide you 40 topics which are tentative for this year and with insightful information on those topics, detailed information. 40 tentative topics for descriptive essay writing, 5 sample mock tests, and you get doubt and query and everything resolved, and you get hand holding till the end of the day. So how do you enroll in this course, guys? Let me just take 30 seconds to just help you how you can approach this. Guys, it's very economical and you can use it at your convenience. What do? You just go to your browser and type edutap.in. You know our website, right? So you just go to our website edutap.in and look at the courses. So you see RBI Grade B courses. Click on this, and as you scroll down, this is the batch that I'm talking about. Phase 2 live classes with evaluation for descriptive English. In this, you get your recorded concept classes, 13 live lectures, solved previous year questions, full length mock tests, and beyond that you get your discussion forum, and all your queries are resolved within 24 hours. Otherwise, the USP is live evaluation during the lectures. So we are offering 75% discount on on this course. The coupon code is capital RBI 75. So that is the USP of this course. You get live evaluation by me, nobody else. No AI, no software is being used for to evaluate your answers. I will be evaluating your answers live during the lectures. So I will be prompting you to I'll be giving you a topic and prompting you to write an answer on that topic. All of you will come together, write down your answer, share it with me, and you can read each other's answers as well, so that you get peer-to-peer discussion. And then I will be giving you my evaluation of your answer live during the lectures. That is the USP of this course. See guys, at this stage you need someone to help you at every step. If there is something that you are lacking or missing, you need a little hand holding. Sir, what could be strategy for this? How can I improve this? If I'm making grammatical mistakes, what should I do? If I'm lacking structure, or if I don't know the flow of ideas, how do I organize my ideas? So this is how you start learning descriptive English part. See guys, every year many students miss out because of descriptive English. They don't understand that descriptive English actually takes you to your final selection. So come join us, streamline your preparation, and make your journey constructive and fruitful for yourself. If you still have any doubts, any queries regarding anything at all, please feel free to call us on this number during the office hours, which is 8146207241. Or you can also drop us an email at hello@edutap.co.in. So I wish you all the very best. God bless you. Keep up the good work, and happy learning to all of you guys. Take care. Have a good day, and all the best for your phase 2 preparation. See you around.